Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On a scorching day in the year 624 CE, a desperate gamble was made in the Arabian desert. A mere 313 men, outmatched and out-equipped, stood ready to face a formidable army of nearly 1,000. This was not just a battle for land or riches, it was a fight for the very soul of a nascent faith, a moment when the impossible became the only path forward. What hidden strength could possibly turn such overwhelming odds? For years, the believers in Mecca had endured relentless persecution. Their homes were seized, their rights denied, their very lives threatened. This hostility forced Prophet Muhammad and his followers to undertake the Hijrah, the migration to Medina, seeking refuge and the freedom to practice their faith. Yet, the oppressors of Mecca, the powerful Quraysh, would not let them find peace. The Quraysh of Mecca, unyielding in their opposition, continued to plot against the believers. They amassed wealth and influence, often through trade caravans that traversed the desert routes. One such caravan, laden with valuable goods, was returning from Syria, led by Abu Sufyan. Its safe passage was crucial to the Quraysh's economic power and their ongoing campaign against the new faith. News of this approaching caravan reached Prophet Muhammad in Medina. The caravan contained goods that had been seized from the believers forced to leave Mecca, and its wealth was funding the very persecution they had escaped. A decision was needed: allow it to pass, strengthening their enemies, or intercept it, risking open conflict with the powerful Meccan elite. Prophet Muhammad consulted with his companions. Many were new to armed conflict, having only recently found refuge in Medina. They had not anticipated a battle, but the injustice of the situation was clear. Driven by faith and a desire to reclaim what was rightfully theirs, the decision was made. A small force, just over 300 men, would march towards the caravan route. Meanwhile, word reached Abu Sufyan that the Muslims intended to intercept his caravan. Fearing for its safety, he immediately dispatched a messenger to Mecca, urging the Quraysh to send reinforcements. His plea ignited the pride and fury of the Meccan leaders, who saw this as an opportunity to crush the nascent Muslim community once and for all. The response from Mecca was swift and decisive. A massive army of 1,000 seasoned warriors, equipped with the finest armor and weaponry, set out with great pomp and confidence. Their numbers dwarfed the small band of believers, and their objective was clear: obliterate Prophet Muhammad and his followers, extinguishing the light of Islam forever. Prophet Muhammad and his companions, now aware of the formidable Quraysh army, found themselves in a critical situation. The caravan they initially sought had successfully evaded them. Now, they were on the verge of direct confrontation with an overwhelming force, far from the safety of Medina, with few supplies and even fewer men. The stakes were literally life and death. They arrived at a place called Badr, a desert valley with scattered wells. Prophet Muhammad, with divine wisdom, chose a strategic position near the most accessible wells, denying the enemy easy access to water. This seemingly small tactical advantage would prove crucial in the harsh desert environment, already beginning to take its toll on both sides. As night fell, a profound sense of anxiety settled over the small Muslim camp. The vastness of the enemy's numbers was undeniable, a chilling reality against their own meager strength. Prophet Muhammad spent the night in fervent prayer, supplicating to Allah SWT, knowing that only divine intervention could tip the scales against such overwhelming odds. He prayed with such intensity that his cloak fell from his shoulders. He asked Allah SWT for the promised help, reminding him of the small community of believers, and that if this small group perished, there would be no one left on earth to worship him. His heart was filled with both reliance and a profound sense of responsibility. Then, a miracle occurred. The heavens opened, and a gentle rain began to fall. For the Muslims, it settled the dust, hardened the sand underfoot, and replenished their water supply. For the Quraysh, it turned the sandy terrain into heavy, muddy ground, impeding their movement and dampening their spirits. It was a sign, a tangible blessing from Allah SWT. The Quran records this divine intervention, and, remember, when He made you appear to them as few in your eyes and made them appear as few in your eyes, that Allah might accomplish a matter already destined. Surah Al-Anfal 8:44. This psychological advantage, an unseen manipulation of perception, was as crucial as any physical preparation. With the dawn, the two armies faced each other across the Badr Valley. The small, disciplined ranks of the Muslims stood firm, their hearts filled with faith, while the vast army of the Quraysh, arrogant in their numbers, prepared for what they believed would be an easy victory. The air crackled with tension, the prelude to a clash that would echo through history. The battle began with a series of duels, as was customary. Then, the full force of the Quraysh army advanced. Against their overwhelming numbers, the believers held their ground, fighting with courage born of conviction. Each swing of a sword, each thrust of a spear, was imbued with the weight of their faith, a testament to their unwavering trust in Allah SWT. Prophet Muhammad rallied his men, urging them to stand firm. Then, he took a handful of pebbles and sand, turning towards the Quraysh army, and threw it towards them, saying, "May your faces be disgraced." This seemingly simple act, propelled by divine will, had an astonishing effect. Every single combatant in the Quraysh army felt the grit in their eyes. The Quran speaks of this moment, "And you did not throw when you threw, but it was Allah who threw." Surah Al-Anfal 8:17. This verse reveals the true nature of the miracle. It wasn't the strength of a human hand, but the power of Allah SWT, blinding and disorienting the enemy, sowing confusion and fear in their ranks. Unseen forces were at play. Panic began to spread among the Quraysh. Their superior numbers and equipment suddenly seemed irrelevant. Disoriented and demoralized, they started to falter. The believers, witnessing these signs of divine aid, fought with renewed vigor, their resolve strengthened by the clear manifestation of Allah's SWT support. The tide of battle turned decisively. The Quraysh army, once so confident, now broke and fled, leaving their dead and wounded on the field. The seemingly impossible had happened. The small, disadvantaged force of believers had achieved a stunning victory against a vastly superior foe, a testament to faith, leadership, and miraculous intervention. The Battle of Badr was not merely a military victory, it was a profound spiritual triumph. It solidified the young Muslim community, proving that their strength lay not in numbers or material might, but in their unwavering belief in Allah SWT. It was a clear sign that divine assistance is real for those who strive in His path with sincerity. The aftermath was handled with dignity and mercy. Prisoners of war were treated justly, with some even earning their freedom by teaching literacy to the Muslim children. This compassionate approach, even towards enemies, distinguished the believers and showcased the profound moral principles of Islam, even in the heat of victory and its immediate aftermath. Badr remains a timeless lesson, that true power resides with Allah SWT, and that faith, coupled with unwavering effort, can overcome even the most formidable challenges. It reminds us that sometimes, the greatest strength lies not in what is seen, but in the unseen support that descends from the heavens. The victory at Badr instilled confidence in the early Muslim community and sent a clear message to their enemies: this new faith was not to be easily extinguished. It was a turning point, not just in the history of Islam, but in the unfolding narrative of divine purpose, a testament to the fact that Allah SWT always keeps His promises to those who truly believe. The story of Badr teaches us that even when all odds seem stacked against us, the power of sincere faith and reliance on Allah SWT can bring about unimaginable triumph. What lessons do you draw from this incredible event? Share your reflections in the comments below, and let us know which Quranic story moves you most deeply. If this cinematic journey through a pivotal moment in Islamic history resonated with your spirit, please consider giving this video a like. Your support helps our channel reach more brothers and sisters around the world, spreading these profound Quranic narratives as a source of inspiration and guidance. Every like is a step towards sharing light. For more such deep dives into the sacred stories of Islam, subscribe to Sacred Ayat. Join our growing community as we uncover the wisdom embedded in every verse. And if this narrative touched your heart, share it with someone who might benefit from its message of divine strength and perseverance. May it be a source of Sadaqah Yoriya for us all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.